Hello everyone, welcome to your daily oracle card reading for June 22nd, 2014. And I'm going to pull one Gillian Kemp in the middle with 4 cards on both sides. Okay, we got fruitfulness, the quince tree. And it says, seeds that hold their ground today bear their fruits of present and future happiness. Really kind of stood out to me as seeds that hold their ground today. And I think that's the biggest problem in the world. Not so much people doing wrong, but people not holding their ground. People are not stopping the problems; they're allowing them to happen, and by allowing them to happen, you basically become a part of the problem, supporting. And here we have Erika Wandara, which is being in a prison and then being set free, and she was really being in a mental prison in physical prison. I was looking at Quint, I was just thinking that, but she was in a physical prison, not in a mental prison, and most people are in mental prisons, and that's Quinta's deal. She was really held up for a long time in her life because she was in her own mental prison. It was like she was overwhelmed with the world around her and overwhelmed with stuff that she just kind of freaked out all the time, and most of the time it was in her own head, and she couldn't like calmly and clearly deal with things. She would jump the gun all the time and kind of panic and be very frustrated, and she wasn't able to step back to see the bigger picture. And when you step back and see the bigger picture, you can become more calm. I think that's really about, like, I really got that when I was on top of the mountain. When I go mountain climbing, and when you're on top of the mountain, you do see the bigger picture because you're on top of the mountain, but it really was liberating, where I just always saw the bigger picture anyway when it came to life. Like, all of the problems were just so little when you could see all that landscape and all those places and all those little niches and nooks and crannies and places you could go and be happy. There's always ways out. There's always solutions, and I've been really, talking to multiple people, and we've been really looking at multiple stuff. And the one thing is that people, they get into a physical, or not a physical prison, a mental prison, and they think they're in a physical prison, and it actually creates physical prisons for everybody around them when a person gets in a mental prison, because that person has imprisoned themselves and they don't hold their ground, and it causes more of a physical prison. Everybody is free as long as you walk away from individuals or situations. So we're all free as long as we can get out of a physical situation. If we consider ourselves stuck in a physical situation that we are not really stuck in, then we're in a mental prison. So, the only circumstances I can ever think of where people are in a physical prison, or is if they really, really are in a physical prison, or if it's like one of those girls in California being held and locked down in a house where they are physically imprisoned by someone. Physical prison is a physical prison. And people are doing this mirroring act of a physical prison when it's just mental. And it's so annoying that they don't see that they're free. at any moment they can just leave. And these people, they, no one can control another person. You just have to walk away and free yourself. So, I don't know. This, even though this says a physical prison, there are so few physical prisons that I really don't think this is talking about a physical prison. And then we have Quinta, she was really imprisoned mentally. And she did free herself. Both of them freed themselves, so there is hope. But I'm getting frustrated with the world today, with people not holding their ground and imprisoning other people and stopping the flow of life. And children do get stuck in physical prisons because of people's mental prisons. Children don't really have the ability like adults do to move out of a physical prison. So maybe, I guess you could say, children get stuck in physical prisons, but adults do not. Adults need to hold their ground and be able to move to a place of freedom and allow children to be free and allow the people in their life around them to be free. So let's draw some on the other side. Okay, we have Aurora. So I really hope there's a break in the pattern of collective thinking, because it's been really chronic issues for a long, long time now that we need to see the light on. And then we have Uzumi, which is always, holding the energy. She's always just making light of everything, always. It's like, no matter what, she's free. I mean, she's the playful goddess of joy and happiness, but really, no matter what is going on in life, she allows herself to be free always. So it's like, okay, maybe you think about things that bother you, but you have to, this is, to me, it's almost like a faith card. Other people are getting it, and we really need everyone to get this. Everyone needs to wake up and realize that no one has to be mentally imprisoned, and mental prisons create physical prisons. So we need to free ourselves mentally first. And joy, happiness, and playfulness is the ultimate state of freedom. That is what freedom is. That's the movement of emotion. And really, I would say, too, that the emotion is what gets people stuck in their minds and stuck in their lives. It's like they can't look at emotions. They deny emotions. They get blocked. They deny problems. They try and make the best of circumstances rather than just ending circumstances. It's not about making the best of a horrible situation with horrible relationships. It's about ending them and moving on and having your freedom and having what really resonates with you and what really benefits you and what really adds to your life and promotes your personal freedom. Freedom of mind, freedom of heart, freedom of life, freedom of everything. So, freedom of happiness, freedom of joy. So, freedom of playfulness. Life is not meant to be miserable. Life is meant to be good. And life is not meant to be jail. Life is meant to be liberated. And I think we really need to get out of this lower vibration of this jail energy, and free ourselves and just be free. I think probably the only prison I feel myself in is been trying to write an article for about a month now on something that is a really touchy subject that kind of goes into all this stuff, and I need to be free in my expression too and not worry about what people think. But it's hard because I don't know. I guess that is the same thing that I'm talking about here. Maybe that is a mental prison, but we need to be free in our minds and our hearts. So and free in our expression and free in our path in our life. So anyway, with that we get fruitfulness, and if we just do our best to make our way and be honest about life and experience and hold everything in a positive light, we really can't go wrong. It's just don't let other people control you, even if it's 100 voices that you think of that have opinions. Like, you can shut them out. I mean, they don't really matter, because people who are meant to be with you in your life and be with you on your path, people who have ears to listen and eyes to see, you're not going to do wrong. You can't do wrong for those people, So you need to be free in your ability to voice things, in your ability to talk about things and see things, and those people who are meant to journey with you in your life will be okay with that, and they will be grateful and happy for your expression and your your happiness and your freedom. So anyway, I hope everyone got what they needed out of this, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.